Hey everybody! Today's video is going to be like any of the rest. Or should I say, this video series is going to be unlike any of the rest. Are you someone who could use like an assistant, but just can't afford an assistant right now? Or maybe you have a lot of busy work that needs to get done, but not enough busy work to hire an assistant. But what if there are people out there, true professionals, that would only work for you for 1 hour a week, or maybe just 1 hour a day? And what if they would work for under minimum wage? Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Well, before I get into the who or the how, I want to talk about a different perspective. So what I need you to do is get a pen and a paper. And if you don't have one right now, press pause and I'll be here waiting. So hopefully, now that you have a pen and paper, you can write 2 questions down for me. The first question I want you to write down is, how much do I make an hour? So it should be, how much do I make an hour? And fill in that blank right there. How much do you make an hour? For this instance of the video, we're going to put $50 an hour. Now, the second question is, how much should I make an hour? That's the second question is, how much should I make an hour? And for this example, we're going to choose $100 an hour. Now, I need you to make a list of all of the hats that you wear. So for instance, let's say the first hat is, I read all my emails. I answer all my phone calls. I send all of the faxes. I create all of the daily reports. Things like that. Now, let's also think about your personal traits or your personal tasks. That might be grocery shopping, or who delivers your dry cleaning, who takes your dry cleaning to the cleaners, who checks to see if the babysitter is available, or maybe you haven't had a babysitter in a while and you need to find out local babysitters in the area and interview them. Do you really have time to do all that? Think about it. So, now that we have how much do I want to make an hour, how much do I make an hour, and all of the tasks that you are currently doing, we need to make a box by each task. And in that box, you need to write the name of who does that task. So if all those tasks are you, then you'll need to write. For instance, I would write Trey, 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 and all those tasks. Trey answers the emails, he answers phone calls, he replies the faxes, he does the daily reports, everything. All those tasks are exactly what I do. So in these tasks, you have the name, you have the task of what it is, and then I need you to do how much does that task earn per hour. So for instance, answering the phone calls, that's an easy $10 an hour task. So now we have task, we have who does it, how much an hour, and then we need to go and put how long does that task take. So for instance, if it's a fax, that fax for the day might be half an hour, okay? So let's say that I want to make $100 an hour, but if I'm doing the $10 an hour job, then obviously I'm not making $100 an hour. Hopefully you see where I'm going with this. So if I'm doing a $10 an hour job when I'm wanting to earn a $100 an hour job, when I do that $100 an hour job, I actually have to make $190 to make up for the 10-hour job that I did. Pretty crazy. So, does this sound like you? Are you doing all of the minimal work for the minimum wage when you should be outside making the $100 an hour job, or maybe the $200 an hour job, or maybe even the $500 an hour job? I have the tools and the tricks and the traits that I use currently to overcompensate for all of this. And that is in my next video. So here's the video right here. Click on that and we'll get going from there.